Last week, we brought you the story of two pharmacists who switched from preparing and dispensing drugs to manufacturing auto-detailing products. This week on the Joy Business Van, we touch base with a lab scientist who is now a fashion designer of international acclaim. And it is not just what he does, but how he does them that is getting him traction. Bennett CMS startup Bello Couture GH is our feature today on the Joy Business Van.
Hi, Joy Business Van. This is Bennett Isiama, CEO of Bello Couture GH. Welcome to my showroom.
Creative Director of Bello Couture GH, Bennett Isiama, is promoting Afro-urban fashion and putting Ghana on the global fashion map. He is creator of the African print hoodies and bomber jackets you probably may have come across in town. The idea of an African print hoodie came to him on a trip to South Africa in 2018.
I knew the place was quite cold, so I bought a normal hoodie in town. It was a normal plain hoodie in town. I didn't even put my logo on it. I just bought a normal hoodie and I remanufactured it into an African hoodie where I took the sleeves off and I replaced it with the kente fabric. I took off the hoodie, I put the kente fabric there, and I created a pocket so that I can put my hands in it just because of the cold. Little did I know that it was going to be like one of the biggest things to happen to Bello Couture.
Bello Couture GH had been operating 3 years before then. In 2015, that was the year Bennett decided to quit working as a lab scientist, performing testings on samples to making clothing. That was his passion for many years.
I didn't want to do anything, or I just didn't want to follow the crowd like what a lot of people are doing. So here's what I did. I decided to really scout or create fabrics that will be that would have the African feel, but very different from the other prints that we see in town.
Projecting Ghanaian fashion, that was what Bennett set out to do, marketing his products on social media. And then he got his big break. He got an opportunity to showcase his work in the Netherlands.
It was more like I was dreaming, but I mean, the reality set in when I got to Schiphol Airport and we finally got to our hotel, and I realized that no, I've really gotten to this part. Now doing a show, not knowing I had some clients out there who are not Ghanaians who were expecting me. I mean, after they saw that I was going to be part, they followed me on social media, so they liked what I was doing. As soon as I walked in, they were all cheering me and mentioning Bello. I was lost for a moment because I'm like, I literally know nobody in this crowd, so how come a lot are mentioning my name? Like, what is going on?
Bennett would go ahead to increase his product offerings as he came into the limelight on the international scene.
The request and the feedback we are getting from our international clients is amazing because of the fact that they've always wanted to also propel Africa, even though some of them are not African, but they love our African prints, and the authenticity in our prints makes a lot of sense to them.
Currently, Bello Couture GH makes at least 90 garments a week. Bennett makes clothing for both the high-end and for everyday people. But as Bennett's designs get popular, he has to grapple with copycats.
Because now, a lot of people have started doing hoodies, a lot of people have started doing bomber jacket like I said earlier, but I'm not so bothered because of the fact that originality sells itself.
It's been a successful 5 years for Bello Couture GH, picking so many awards, both local and international, the latest being the Best Male Fashion Designer at the West Africa Photo Arena.
We are looking at expanding in a very big way, and our major and our main target is to see our product in all the big outlets in the world. So you would go to France, you would get our outlets there. Even if not our personal outlets, it would be like in a shop where you can just walk in and just buy any of our products in any part of the world. So we are putting strategies together as usual, going to be coming up with amazing designs that will blow a lot of people's mind. something you would even think about.
In the meantime, Bennett is planning to tour Europe as he works towards promoting Ghanaian fashion.